Ah, Buffalo, one game at a time this time. He is the perfect former player to be the Bills' ultimate media cheerleader. Welcome to the real winners and losers from the NFL Divisional playoffs. I'm football prophet. Brandon Perna. The Bills hang on for the win against the Ravens. Jayden Daniels is on a path to make NFL history after Washington shocked the Lions. The Texans fall to Patty Mahomes and the Chiefs because of sloppy special teams play, and Saquon Barkley puts up over 200 on the Rams in a winter wonderland. And as we do every week before I reveal the surprising real winners and losers, it's the Blop 10 Plays. 10 plays so cold, not even Ryan Fitzpatrick would watch them shirtless. Blop 10. Odell Beckham Jr. may have committed domestic violence on a kicking net, then proposed to said net. But what Nico Remigio did to a kicking net on Saturday literally had Chris Jones in tears. Blop 9. I made a Caitlin Clark video last summer, and this is how you repay me, Caitlin? You spent the last 2 years earning America's goodwill, and with an afternoon of football, you throw it away to join the devil worshippers? Maybe the old heads were right about you, Caitlin. Blop 8, and the Academy Award goes to Patrick Manu Ginobili. Blop 7, linebacker Jacob Hummel runs into punt returner Xavier Smith, ending a return that could have gone to the Rams' house. This was so blatant that the Eagles should have been flagged for 12 men on the field. Blop 6.
And it's like 6 inches too long.
If it's 6 inches too long, does that technically make it 13 inches? I don't know, but that's the kind of talk that's gonna summon Giselle's personal trainer. Blop 5, I will pay one Chiefs beat reporter any amount of money this week to call Buffalo a city of giant losers to motivate the Bills like that Ravens guy.
No, it's a city of winners. It really is. It's a city of winners. These people in this town are winners. And I've been here just 8 years, but I consider this my hometown. This place is different, and the people here are different. They deserve more than whoever said that.
I guess at the end of the day, though, it's still better than what some people say about Kansas City.
The capitals of the world.
I don't say that, some people. Blop 4, Josh Allen has Chris Pratt level comedic timing.
The ball and fundamentals. I know it's not fancy, but damn is it. Yeah!
This is the face of a guy who's about to host SNL after approximately 2 wins. Blop 3, Tim Tebow throwing the keys.
Most things in life are not guaranteed.
Mr. Tebow.
Like quarterbacks being accurate. Still got it, Timmy.
Elite self-awareness, Tim. I love it. And I was honestly still half expecting Eric Decker to haul that pass in for 56 yards and a touchdown. Blop 2, the opening kick return in the Chiefs versus Texans game. It's one thing to allow a 70-yard return out of the gate, but then to cause a fumble that you don't recover, and in Chris Boyd's case, celebrate after causing the fumble while allowing that 70-yard return to occur, and then throwing your helmet off on the field, getting a penalty, and then going over and shoving your coach as blops on blops on blops. Although I do give Boyd a 10 out of 10 for full extension on the shove. Blop 1, yeah, you knew it was coming. Mark Andrews dropping the 2-point pass on the goal line, which was a horrifying deja vu for Mark Andrews. Please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Guys, we are 1,100 subscribers away from 700,000. If you work hard enough, I think we can hit 700K on this video alone. Oh God, it's so close, it's so close. Today's episode is sponsored by Bear Mattress. All of Bear mattresses are created without the use of harmful chemicals, so you can sleep safely and soundly knowing there will be no off-gassing. And once Bear figures out how to make mattresses that stop gassing, my wife will be their biggest investor. Look, I've slept great on my elite hybrid Bear mattress since the day it arrived on my doorstep. And my daughter slept great after the day our 2 twin beds arrived on our doorstep for her trundle bed. That means I put Bear through the ringer by sleeping on my mattress for 2 full football seasons. That's peak stress and peak chaos with the toddler and now 4-year-old running around the house. Poor sleep is something I can't afford to allow into my life for my work routine, which is why I keep working with Bear. So go to bearmattress.com/that'sgood to get 40% off for their winter sale. You don't want to buy a mattress that doesn't fit your body or sleep style, right? Well, Bear gives you a 120-night sleep trial. That's basically 4 months, long enough to sleep in every position after every type of meal and through every type of stress life throws at you to see if you like your mattress. And to aid your selection, Bear offers a sleep quiz that you can take on their website to help you determine the style of mattress that is best for you. So you can test your mattress risk-free, plus it comes with a lifetime guarantee. I'm a side sleeper, and with the help of the sleep quiz, I landed on the Elite Hybrid. And just like an elite hybrid safety/linebacker, my mattress has me covered no matter my body position. Bear offers pillow-top mattresses, memory foam, and bed bases. If you're looking to improve your sleep quality or upgrade your mattress, take advantage of my discount running for a limited time with my link bearmattress.com/that'sgood to get 40% off your Bear mattress plus 2 free pillows during their winter sale. My winning fan, Fence Guy. I love fence. No defense, no offense, just a vinyl fence enthusiast. If the Chiefs do win the Super Bowl, I will try and remember lover of fence. My losing stat? The Texans were the first team to outgain their opponent by 100 yards, have no turnovers, and still lose a playoff game. There is another word for that.
Devil magic.
Officially replacing cool shit this week. Travis Kelce accounted for 117 of 177 of Mahomes' passing yards. Houston had 125 more rushing yards on offense, rushed for 3 times the amount of yards at 149 to the Chiefs' 50, and still lost. Why? Devil magic. Is this roughing the passer? Well, in terms of how the rule is worded, I guess.
I didn't see anything there that supported a foul.
In the spirit of protecting the quarterback from rough hits, no.
I didn't see anything there that supported a foul.
And now we actually have math on how a penalty like this affects the outcome of a game. 4% increase for the Chiefs to win. Did I mention the missed hip drop tackle that wasn't called? Or Brian Cook leading with his helmet that was not called? No, I didn't.
Devil magic.
Mahomes also drew a flag for, making the defense touch him when he was a runner. A flag so bad we heard an audibly disgusted Troy Aikman.
Number 39.
Come on.
Troy's a God-fearing man who couldn't stand the
Devil magic.
Should the Texans take a long, hard look in the mirror after they, miss a 55-yard field goal that knuckleballed right? No.
Devil magic.
And yes, it is devil magic that makes you blind to Travis Kelce. This was Kelce's longest reception of the entire season. It's his 9th 100-yard game in the postseason, which is more than any other of the tight butt bros. He is this week's winning ball catcher. He was the only guy to have over 100 receiving yards and a touchdown. After halftime, the Texans methodically matriculated the ball down the field, eating over 10.5 minutes a clock. If you can eat 10.5 of anything, you're not winning. Joe Mixon sprung loose into the end zone, capping that 16-play drive. But unfortunately, that was followed by
Devil magic.
as Kaimi Inoialuo Mika Iko Kikumpa Fairbairn missed the PAT. Look, if your name has 37 letters and 2 characters in it, you are not allowed to miss any kick less than 37 yards. And in the most
Devil magic.
play of the game, only Mahomes threw my only Mahomes throw of the weekend. I can't believe you made me give you your own award, Patrick. Credit where credit is due. Okay, Chiefs fans, this throw was incredible. And I want to say thank you to ESPN for ruining Lord of the Rings for me. And since Kyler Murray is not in the playoffs, Frodo has no chance at stopping Sauron. Now, Xavier Worthy was the only Chiefs receiver with a catch in this game, and they won by 9 points. points. Their 2 roughing penalties resulted in 10 points. Yes.
Devil magic.
And don't forget the Devil Magic shirts and the Fuck the Refs coffee available at benchwarmershop.com. You wanted the shirts, you got them, and my coffee. It's really good.
All proceeds do go to fucking the refs.
My winning meme, Stephon Diggs watching the Chiefs celebrate. And if the Bills win Sunday, this meme is actually going to sting much, much more for Diggs. All jokes aside, Chiefs fans, I think the Texans had my losing special teams of the week. That's what cost them the game. Not just your officials, not just your
Devil magic.
but the missed kicks, the bad field position, the inability to punch yourselves out of bad field position, all on the Texans. My winning team, it's the Bills. It felt like everyone had to contribute in the Bills' big victory. Everyone except Amari Cooper, who had 0 catches. But James Cook, Ray Davis, and Ty Johnson all made big plays on the ground, contributing to Buffalo's 126 rushing yards. My winning vulture, Josh Allen, eating all of their touchdowns on the goal line. Tyler Bass made every single one of his field goals and PATs. Von Miller had the big play on the scoop after Lamar fumbled. DeMar Hamlin led the team in tackles and got a sack. Taylor Rapp had a pick before getting injured. After the game, Sean McDermott said they are finally becoming the terrorists I always knew they could be, and our greatest act of domestic terror will be upsetting the most American team in the league next week. Josh Allen went from one of the wildest players in the NFL with the ball in his hands to one of the safest. This game was perfect for efficient Josh, who now has the lowest percentage of plays with a sack, fumble, or interception in a season ever.
You saw him, he was about to pitch the ball back. I was like, don't do that, Lamar, Josh, anybody.
The Eagles, Commanders, Chiefs, and Bills all had 0 turnovers, and they all won. And that was the difference in every single game, wasn't it? Except for Houston, who also managed to lose with 0 turnovers. My winning punch, it goes to Terrell Bernard for forcing a key fumble in the 4th quarter. That was Mark Andrews' first lost fumble since 2019, and that jab set the Bills up to extend their lead to 8 points. That was probably the most important play in the game for the Bills. My losing trio, Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, and John Harbaugh. I love Lamar Jackson. He's an incredible quarterback. He had a better second half than Josh Allen in this game. The Ravens' offense was more productive in every metric, but he made a couple costly first half mistakes, and he's the first to admit it.
First half, I had 2 costly turnovers. Me not holding the safety, me just knowing the coverage, me knowing it was man. Turnovers play a factor. Penalties play a factor. Tonight, with the turnovers, you can't have that shit, you know? And that's why we lost the game, because as you can see, we moving the ball wonderfully. It's hold on to the fucking ball. I'm sorry for my language, but this shit annoying. I'm tired of this shit, man.
The fumble proved to be the difference for the Ravens. Mark Andrews dropped a pass on the goal line. That's a tough one. There's no dancing around how costly that was. But he may have been cursed by his own social team. You sure about that, guys? Jared Goff played far worse than Lamar Jackson this weekend, but I guarantee you Lamar catches way more shit than Goff. John Harbaugh should be put in prison for not getting Derrick Henry more carries in this game. My losing stat, again, Henry gets 84 rushing yards. The Ravens were undefeated this season when Henry got 85 or more, and they threw it from the 2-yard line. Huh? My winning quarterback, Jayden Daniels, officially the best rookie quarterback of all time. You all thought I cursed him with my video last week, didn't ya? Well, think again, it only made him stronger. Joe Flacco and Mark Sanchez both led their team to the conference championship game as rookies, but they were passengers on great teams, whereas Daniels is by and large carrying this team. Flacco and Sanchez benefited from top-ranked defenses. Jayden has the 18th overall defense. Of course, his great play came with some help from veterans like Zach Ertz and Terry McLaurin, but Daniels looks like a vet himself. The rookie, who's not really a rookie anymore, threw a pair of TDs on 9.6 yards per throw, adding another 51 yards on the ground. Maybe the most impressive part of his game was the fact that he took 0 sacks. Once again, he was clutch, and his late throw to John Bates to essentially ice the game was the sort of cold-blooded shit that it takes to get the Washington Commanders to the NFC Championship game. Man, I really did not expect that sentence to come out of my mouth this season. Daniels joins Flacco as the only rookie quarterback to defeat a 1 seed in the playoffs. Jayden was also the winner of the most goddamn metrics I've ever seen posted about a quarterback. Every day I wake up, there's a new one. And here's my favorite. The Detroit Lions were 9.5-point favorites heading into this game, which also makes Jayden Daniels owner of the largest upset win by a rookie. Losers? The Cowboys. Every NFC team has played in a conference championship game more recently than the Dallas Cowboys. My losing QB was clutch and dynamic as Jayden Daniels was. Jared Goff furthered the legacy of terrible NFC quarterback play this postseason. Darnold saw ghosts. Love hated it. Goff, he got beat Goff by a very opportunistic Washington defense. The game really hinged on that second quarter sequence when Terry McLaurin ripped off that long screen pass touchdown, and Goff responded by throwing a back-breaking pick six on an overthrow that landed in the arms of Quan Martin. Literally dudes I've never heard of were picking off Goff and taking it back to the house. And if that wasn't bad enough, poor Goffy got completely decleated on the run back, and that led to Teddy Bridgewater getting a few snaps. Again, Teddy Two Gloves getting playoff reps was not something I saw happening earlier this season. Goff ended up throwing 3 interceptions. Jameson Williams inexplicably threw another that dug the Lions' hole even deeper, and a storybook 15-2 season ends up going up in a haze of burgundy and gold smoke. Just a shocking upset on the level of Jaguars Broncos in 1996. That's gotta hurt like hell for Lions fans. My Joe Burrow award going to the guy that no matter what he does, his team loses. Jahmyr Gibbs seemed like the only Lion that was interested in keeping Detroit in that ball game. It wasn't so much a quarterback duel for most of the game as it was a running back versus a quarterback. Gibbs carried just 14 times, but made the most of those runs for 105 yards and a pair of crucial touchdowns while also adding 70 yards through the air. He was also the only guy on the field that could keep up with Jameson Williams on his end-around touchdown run. My saddest quote in hindsight goes to Dan Campbell, who was unfortunately prophetic when he said this last year after the Lions' 17-point collapse against the 49ers.
Look, I told those guys, this may have been our only shot. It's going to be twice as hard to get back to this point next year than it was this year.
But it just illustrates how unbelievably unforgiving the playoffs are. They're a fickle beast. You can cruise through the regular season, and if you don't have it for 3 hours, the best team in franchise history can get ousted. Just like that. Hopefully the Lions get back. Unfortunately, they were instead the team that most thoroughly shat the bed in the divisional round. Did a white corner get an interception this week? No, but Cooper DeJean got 2 hands on the potential game ender, and he gets another chance. Travis Kelce already won our winning wide receiver, but the Red Scare E. Terry was a contender, as was De'Ami Brown. The Red Scare E. Terry of the Commies and Rashad Bateman were the only 2 receivers to catch a touchdown pass during the divisional round. So, instead, I'm giving a collective win for tight ends. Kelce, Isaiah Likely, Tyler Higbee goes down, Sam Laporta, Zach Ertz, and Colby Parkinson all were air-delivered touchdowns. So, I'm also going to hand out my best catches going to Sam Laporta for his one-handed stick in the back of the end zone. I think the NFL should drug test his hand after that catch. And the second winning catch is De'Ami Brown securing Jayden Daniels' FDR in what I have coined the blind reception. What's more impressive, Brown catching this pass with a hand covering his eyes, or Jayden Daniels throwing a 40-yard bomb so perfectly his fucking blind receiver can catch it? It's a classic chicken or the egg scenario, right? And since I can't decide, I'm eating a chicken and egg omelet. My winning running back, of course, Saquon Barkley carved up the Rams in the regular season and went right back to work in the rematch. In Game 1, he combined for over 300 yards, and this time in the snow, Barkley carried a sluggish Eagles offense with 205 yards and a couple of long TDs, including the one that iced the snow-covered game. Barkley is just the second player with 2 rushing TDs of 60 yards or longer in a playoff game, joining Elmer Angsman from 1947. If you're tying records with guys named Elmer, you're doing something special. Saquon has 1/5 of the 50-yard runs in the NFL this season, and that 78-yard clincher might have been the best of all. Barkley hit a speed of 21.6 miles per hour on that run, which has to be the fastest run on ice since that dude who clubbed Nancy Kerrigan fled the scene. That touchdown put Philly up 28-15. It was one of the most clutch moments a running back can have in a postseason game. He and the Eagles' offensive line, they're symbiotic. Barkley was also Philly's second leading receiver with 27 yards in this game. Now, I don't know if any single defender stood out like Jalen Carter this weekend. He is my winning defender. He was a monster that the Rams' offensive line could not contain. 7 pressures, 2 sacks. He played in 69 of 71 total snaps. And with the game on the line, 3rd and 2, he drops Matthew Stafford for the most important sack of his young career.
Watch the tight end up top. Out and twirl, slip. That ball is going to go there. If not for that sack, man, that is a enormous game-saving play.
My winning game manager, Jalen Hurts, ripped a 40-yard touchdown run in this bad weather game. That is not a very game manager-like thing to do. I agree, but going 15 of 20 for 128 passing yards is a game manager move, even if you take 7 sacks along the way. Hurts earning the game manager honors this week is actually a testament to his toughness. He also gets the Iron Cock Award for someone staying in the game after both of his legs got rolled up on like asphalt. Hurts was in pain and his mobility was gone after that, but he played through. The Rams' pass rush was relentless and most of their sacks happened before the knee injury, but the safety the Eagles took was a direct result of Hurts looking like he had all of the mobility of Nick Foles. Nick Foles right now. Kyren Williams coughed the ball up, wasting that extra possession after the safety. That was Kyren Williams' 4th lost fumble on the season, but it was the sack late in the game that nearly cost the Eagles the win. And that is my losing play call. You ask your hobbled quarterback to roll out on the defense that's already sacked his tight ass 6 times? What could go wrong? The Rams almost winning. Matthew Stafford was close to earning winning quarterback honors. He racked up 324 yards in the worst conditions. God bless him. Made the game wildly interesting in the final moments, leading a touchdown drive after that bad Eagles sack. Ultimately, though, he comes up short on 4th down with no timeouts, but Stafford still slings, and he gave us another insane postseason no-look pass. Finally, my winning kicker, losing kicker, Jake Elliott. Jake Elliott missed both of his PATs, and that could have blown up in his face. But he made 3 key kicks in the snow. His 3 field goals were big and very important in this game. Thanks for watching That's Good Sports. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. We are almost at 700,000. I appreciate the support.